Gemini, welcome back in. This is your October 2024 reading. All right, we're going to get started with Kipper. We're going to clarify with the energy of the Light Seers deck. I'm also going to pull you a Fortune Oracle. Okay. And then we're going to pull you a crystal and find out what's the best crystal to use for the month of October 24. And we're going to go over from the first house to the 12th house and what's going to change for you, what's happening in each house, and how to move forward within this specific month. All right, let's get into it. Let me get a good shuffle here. All other signs are completed in the playlist for October 2024. So if you want to go check those out, check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. See how it resonates on all aspects. All right, we got the energy of the Lovers here. Well, all right. We got the energy of thoughts and the house. Bad health is in reverse. And despair is in reverse. This is good energy. If there's been something pertaining to a lover that's meant to come through, someone's been thinking about you here. All right. If it's pertaining to a house, then it looks like you're no longer in bad health in that environment and where you were. All right. If you have been unemployed, it looks like you have the opportunity coming up for new work. Down at the bottom of the deck, I can be speaking to a divine feminine energy. See what's going on. Oh boy. Gemini, I'm not sure if you've been more so trapped up in your head, having lots of gossip about your love life and who you choose to be around. There could be something pertaining to like you ascending and wanting to open up your more so like your heart space, even if it's just moving forward in the energy of self-love. I'm feeling like you've been very patient with yourself and now you want passion. All right, I'm seeing Temperance and the Queen of Wands, which are both like fire sign energies for me. Whereas here you have more so like air and water. So you may have been overthinking a little bit pertaining to your heart space and whether you want to open yourself up for dating, because the Lovers card, it could be a choice, but it's kind of giving me pertaining to the energy of love and the way it's coming out. And who's this person that's thinking of Gemini and or Gemini is thinking of you? Could be a Scorpio. Possibly someone that you have a family with. I don't feel like you guys are on good terms at this time. You might have your boundaries up with this person or trying to protect yourself from this person. You're standing ground on something here. And this person has you on their mind and or you have them on your mind. Right? This is someone that you may have ended it with. I feel like this is where the spark will come back in October. Yeah. This person might take you out on a date or something. Maybe you cut this person off due to having many options elsewhere. Or maybe this person tried to put you in a third party if they were attracted to something else. What's going on with this house card here? There could be where you have been stuck in the home environment, possibly held up. More so self-sabotaging because it's showing that way 8 of Swords energy. And then also in the energy of like boredom and discontent. What's going on here? It's giving Star card, the World card, the Page of Wands, the Sun, as well as the Ten of Wands. Wow. So you know exactly what's burdening your energy. And it could be you standing in your own way. All right, where you're asked to end a specific cycle. If you have something that truly is something that you desire, I'm seeing you wanting to go after it. You have the sun, the moon, and the star out here. All right, so it's leading you towards some sort of ascension. So I'm also seeing the Judgment as well as the World card here. You're completing a specific cycle and where Someone that is thinking about you and someone that may have ended it with you, someone that you have your boundaries up with. You're more so like trying to protect yourself from this person. It's possibly because they may have hurt you in a way, or there could have been gossip about the energy of whatever it is that you had with your past person, or you, however it resonates on either side. There seems to be a block here because of a third party. All right, let's look at bad health. I feel like moving forward in October, you're no longer feeling ill about the situation. I don't feel like you're held up anymore. All right, you want to focus on stepping back into the energy of your happiness is what it looks like with the energy of the sun. All right, so I feel like you're more so grounded. You're focused now on accomplishing new things. You have where you have the energy to start investing, even if it's just business wise. It's like you're back in balance at this time. You find to be very successful and wanting to take action. So this is good. You're not afraid to move forward now. Whereas before you've been held up, possibly self-sabotaging because you've been like overthinking something very deeply. All right. Now, the energy of despair in reverse is basically saying if you've been unemployed, you're going to have an opportunity that comes by where you're actually going to be able to go out and find a job. All right. Or do something with yourself to keep you out of this energy of feeling like you're lacking in finances, in motivation, in something. All right. Ace of Swords. You need to get your mind onto something. Go read a book. All right, you could possibly signing up for school. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacle. So possibly even like learning a new skill, something like this. You need to put your mind into something is what it's saying. Ten of Swords energy is like the difficult time is going to be over with. Five of Cups, there is no more regret from the past, loss from the past. What has happened, happened, and it's done. All right, the heartbreak, you felt it already. You've gone through that. Now it's time to start really like focusing here. Maybe it's going to be on a new love cycle. So if this is pertaining to love, then you've got someone new coming in. All right, because it's coming out here with the Lovers. But it's more so like you feel that you need to detach from the person that doesn't understand you emotionally. And or this is saying you need to start ascending so that you can detach from the mentality of you not being able to open up your heart space to others. Because there seems to be someone here that you ended it with and or are blocking yourself from that you still have in your mind. All right, this person has put you in placement of a third party energy. You want happiness. You know exactly where you need to take action, and it's coming in for you. You have a lot of opportunities that are going to be presented to you as soon as you end this chapter, and it's showing up exactly that way. So you have the Moon card here. Well, let's start off with the Sun, the Moon, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, and Major Arcana. It heads to the Judgment as well as the Wheel of Fortune. I don't even see clearly your new beginning out here, but it's telling me that it's on its way. With the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Has to do something intellectually and or a new skill. It's not love just yet. That will be presented when the time is right. Or maybe you find someone to be romantically involved with as you choose to go learn a new skill in school, or if you find work. It's giving me that type of vibe. Like you're going to run into this person when you start heading, you know, towards the near future. Let's look at this main female energy. Let's see. Okay. So the main female is looking for reciprocity, like an equal give and take. All right, so if there seems to be, let's just say you are single. Whatever you put in, even if it just happens to be pertaining to studies, you want to see something in return. If it pertains to you investing in something, then you want to see something in return, especially if it involves love. All right, because that's where it ended over here. You want an equal give and take in a relationship. All right, you might be meeting a fire sign. This is the King of Wands and or water sign. King of Cups is here. All right, so you want someone that has lots of passion as well as someone that has love to give. That's what it looks like. So an Aries, a Leo, or Sag, and or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wow. King of Swords is here as well. I feel like this is a personality, in fact, and what you're looking for here. All right, so you want someone that has lots of passion, very confident, very driven, action oriented. You want someone that's loving and caring and kind, and then you also want someone that's an asshole, because you want somebody to be like, that's my person. Don't fuck with them, don't fuck with her. Okay? However you want to look at it. Very intelligent, very focused. Not that they're a legit an asshole, but it's giving, that's mine, don't touch it. You know what I mean? Because you want an equal give and take. That type of energy. Okay? Yeah, you want balance for sure. All right? That can come off to be a bit controlling, but you're manifesting exactly what it is that you want. All right? It just shows the strength within you. Okay? Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're not going to find what you're seeking unless you go out there and get it. You got to be willing to go out and socialize and get around other people. And that's when your destiny will start taking place. Okay? Let's see. I feel like love is on the table for almost every sign. It's just a matter of how you look at it. With this new moon solar eclipse and Libra energy. All right. Let's see your fortune oracles. All right, you got the energy of the sun. So it says, open your heart to the enormous growth that is ahead. Remain patient. It says, slow down and change your attitude and clear your mind. All right, the 30th and or the 24th of October could be of significance here. I'm kind of feeling like the sun card is your happiness. Patience is showing up to me in my third eye as temperance. All right, so remaining balanced and focus on the healing that you've been doing. The epiphany of the hourglass is a transformation for me. It's an ending of one thing and the rebirth to something new. All right, and or the beginning of something new. All right, so yeah, it's definitely given transformation. All right, it says, reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person that you want to be. And then we've got judgment here. The number 14. So it says, soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. So number 14 is temperance energy. On the bottom of the deck, I have the cracker card here. It says, positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. I feel like you have the key to this. Pertaining to the direction you want to head in, your new beginning. All right. Big deal. And then you've got some sort of proposal on its way as well. All right, so you could be looking to get committed to something, to a person. Possibly if you're in a relationship, then you're ready for the next stage. You want to marry your person. All right, but it's showing here that you might be blocked off to happiness at this time because you want something and experiencing different. I'm seeing number 30, 24, 32, 14, 15, 7, and 27. All right, the dates that I can point out to you are going to be last quarter moon in Leo on the 24th. That's about it. But I am seeing Cancer, Capricorn, seeing Scorpio here, and I'm seeing Sagittarius. All right. Let's get your crystal for the month of October 2024. Sunstone. I mean, you got a lot of sun energy coming out. A lot. Sunstone, the sun came out as well as in the spread. So what you're seeking is freedom and breaking through obstacles and the power to overcome limitations. Knowing that you can do it. You would think like the sun was in your energy. You got a shitload of cards here, but I'm going to read them all. All right. You've got Obsidian, observing the self and reflection, transformation, which is all about rebirth. All right. Initiation, opening up to new experiences. It's all about like the energy of Moldavite. Clear quartz is here with amplification and magnification, expansion and growth. You've got amber here with healing family patterns, releasing karma, preserving the wisdom against or gained from the past. All right, you got jade, which have the energy of like the treasures from within. It says the conscious of abundance and recognizing that you're more than enough. And you've also have green aventurine. Right, so you got some powerful energies here. Number one, observing the self and going through the transformation and what's going to have you break through with a sense of freedom. That's what's being amplified. And then you're also here healing family patterns, tapping into treasures, and having good luck and fortune coming up in October. All right. So let me read out these energies to you guys. Sunstone, number 55. Says working with Sunstone helps us release our old emotions, be strong, and own our leadership qualities, which do not arise from a place of ego, but from a place of inspired leadership for the highest good of all. Sunstone teaches us to shine authentically and without fear. Let's look at Obsidian with number 39. Obsidian is like a glass-like volcano rock that forms when lava cools rapidly without crystallization. There are many types, but the most well-known is black obsidian. The protection and grounding stone assists us in cleansing the energy field, as well as identifying and clearing old negative emotions or thought patterns. All right, let's look at moldavite with number 35. So moldavite is a green tektite thought to have been formed when a meteorite crashed into Czech Republic approximately 14.8 million years ago. It is a crystal heralding massive transformation on all levels. This is not a stone to play with or take lightly. It's definitely not recommended for those unwilling to step out of their comfort zone. Once we engage with moldavite, we need to buckle up because things are going to get interesting. All right, clear quartz number 18. Meditate with clear quartz when we desire clarity on any aspect of life. Clear quartz is magnanimous in that it will generously offer up its own energy in order to magnify that of any other stone. Containing only silicone and oxygen, it is the purest of all crystals and is easily programmable with our intentions. Amber. Amber is not a true crystal but fossilized tree sap. Just as the resin is solidified, so too are patterns sometimes passed down by family. Meditation with amber spirit is excellent to help explore these patterns and shed light on those that may no longer serve us. All right, so 27 with jade. So for thousands of years, jade has been prized in countries around the world. It teaches us to embrace and enjoy life on all levels. Green jade is traditionally a stone of abundance. Meditate with this crystal, focusing on the sense of gratitude for all of your abundance, and it will multiply tenfold. Green aventurine, it says the energy of green aventurine is reminiscent of a forest walk. It brings us down out of our heads and into our heart while gently grounding us at the same time. Meditation with the stone cultivates a feeling of balance and non-attachment, allowing us to easily become calm and heart-centered. So I'm seeing a lot of heart energy here. I got a lot of green. And Gemini, you are associated to the heart chakra because you are an air sign. So there's a lot of green here. A lot. Okay? So what's being amplified for you right now is the energy of the sun. All right? And how you're more so going to break free and get through those obstacles that you seem to be needing to overcome in the month of October. All right, let's get into your chart and find out what's happening here for you. I can tell you right now, your love life is getting ready to take off for sure. All right, let's get into it. Hold on. Here we go. All right, so Gemini, in your first house, you have Jupiter in Gemini, which has been here since May, late May of 2024. All right, Jupiter is meant to come in and help you expand and grow as a person. But because it is in its detriment in your sign, you may just be finding that it's difficult with you gaining some sort of information or something like that. All right. Jupiter is like prosperity and abundance. And your first house is more so pertaining to your body, your overall health, right? Your appearance, your beauty, whatever it is that's meant to be expanding right now. Not that it's not working well for you, but it's going to be Jupiter retrograding on October 9th in review of your first house. How are you presenting yourself out as a person to the world if you want to feel that you are being accepted, especially by those that you are coming into partnership with? We're going to get there in a second. All right, so Jupiter will sextile Chiron in Aries on October 12th after Jupiter heads into retrograde on the 9th. Both Chiron and Jupiter are in retrograde. So there's going to be a review of your first house as well as your 11th house, your like the communities of people that you're associating with. All right, those that you seem to have called your companion, should I say. If it's networking, if it's you socializing with specific groups of people, that type of thing, you're going to see something harmonious take place there. So you could be called in more so to show the energy of your light, all right, and where you've been working more so on yourself since back in May, with Jupiter being in your first house, okay? Cancer is your second house, which is all about money, values, and possessions. Mars is typically at its detriment in the second house, especially at its fall in Cancer. So you could find that money for you is difficult right now. Maybe you may be feeling that this is going to be the best option for you, is to focus on something new and opportunities that are being presented in order for you to continue to bring in financial wealth. All right, something that you find that is of value. If it pertains to be some sort of possession that you have, whether that be knowledge, then you move forward with this energy, taking action. All right, Mars is going to be in its pre-shadow retrograde phase starting on October 4th, which is this upcoming Friday. We're doing this reading here on the 2nd of October. All right, so the retrograde period is going to be a pre-period of when Mars actually goes into retrograde in December 6th, on December 6th, in the sign of Leo, which is your third house pertaining to communication. I don't know if you are working on a specific project that you're presenting possibly online, but that could be of significance. All right. There's something here that's asking you to take action with what it is that you truly value. And if you find that you can make financial income with it, then this is where you're taking action right now. When it retrogrades, it will happen in the sign of Leo, retrograde back into your second house, and then go direct again, where it's going to finish up in Cancer and head back into Leo in the beginning of 2025. All right. So what happens by the end of the month in October is where something is going to ask you to make some sort of adjustment in your house of communication, because the last quarter moon happens here in in Leo sign, which is heading into a fixed moon cycle. All right. So your fixed signs in your houses are going to be the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, and the 12th house. These are all more so mutable energies. So you're remaining adaptable, you're accepting change, and you're starting off with what needs to be released first before you can head back into this energy of a new moon, technically stepping into November with October 1st with Scorpio's energy. All right, new moon in Scorpio. We'll get there in a second. The way your chart is laid out, I have to kind of work backwards here, okay? So Virgo is your 4th house, which is the house of home, comfort, and divine feminine energy, which Vesta is currently in Virgo, which is the asteroid of spirituality. This is the perfect place for you to have it, because Vesta wants to feel that it's at home. Heavily on spirituality, you might be devoting yourself and more so sacrificing more in the home environment than you normally are when Vesta is in any other house. Okay, you have like this inner spark of wanting love and giving love, but you can't give that to others unless you give it to yourself first. So Vesta will be moving into Libra in your 5th house by October 27th. All right, that's more so again by the end of the month. So the only energies I'm seeing pertaining to how we've gotten so far is October 4th with the pre-shadow period in your 2nd house with Mars. Jupiter and Gemini on the 9th going into retrograde, and on the 12th sextiling with retrograde energy pertaining to your 1st and your 11th houses. We have Virgo that has Vesta moving in by the end of the month on October 27 into your 5th house. And right now is where 5th house energy is exclusive for you. All right. Why is that? House of pleasure, love, creativity, self-expression, children, happiness, if it pertains to peace in your life, whatever you're looking for here, this is expanding right now. So in today's energy, we have Mercury in Libra, the Sun is in Libra, Juno is in Libra, Lilith is in Libra, the South Node is in Libra, and then we also have this new moon solar eclipse happening today in Libra. It is currently on my clock 11:51 p.m. I'm sorry, 11:51 a.m. and by 2:50 p.m. we're going to be at 10 degrees and 4 minutes of this solar eclipse in Libra, in conjunction with the energy of the sun, obviously. All right. So it's a big deal of all this energy right now pertaining to your love life, pertaining to your creativity, pertaining to how you're self-expressing, pertaining to how you find something pleasurable, pertaining to you having to have a heavy emphasis with children. Maybe it's that you teach and this is your hobby, something like this. All right. So 5th house is typically ruled by the energy of the sun. The sun is comfortable there. You're moving in your life purpose as we speak. Okay. So Mercury, which is the planet of communication, is in your 5th house. Whatever you do, you're communicating about it. All right. Mercury will move into Scorpio, which is your 6th house of hard work, on October the 13th. And then we also have the energy of the sun in Scorpio heading in on the 22nd, which is also stepping into your 6th house. All right. So you're going to have about 4 days from when Mercury moves into Scorpio with Venus in Scorpio together, which is currently in your 6th house, up until the 17th, where we're going to experience a massive change. All right. Now, these are two personal planets that are sitting together in the house of work, communication, and the energy of love. So this is why I say you might find that if you tap into the opportunity to go after a new skill or find a new job, this is where you might find love. Venus in Scorpio with Mercury in Scorpio. You're going to connect with the person that you want to communicate with in the workplace. Okay? Venus will then step into Sagittarius on October 17th, the very same day that we're going to have this full moon in Aries. We'll get there in a second. All right. But Venus stepping into Sagittarius is Venus stepping into its domicile house. All right. In the 7th house of relationships, legal contracts, partnerships, love, however you want to see it, platonic, business, whatever. It's meeting there with Pallas. Pallas is of wisdom and knowledge. So you want someone, a quality in a person that has drive and ambition as much as you do in your house of work. Someone that you find very charming, very charismatic. You want someone that has this energy of love to give, but then you also want to find someone that's very intelligent, because you have this person that you're seeking, Pallas energy with wisdom and knowledge. All right. You want to feel that you're reciprocated in with your person, someone that has the same qualities that you have to give, is what I feel. All right. So let's run back to your 6th house real quick, because I skipped this energy. Venus will be out of bounds in Sagittarius from October 25th through November 11th. With Venus being in Sagittarius in your opposing house, which is the house of relationships, you're going to find that your finances, anything valuable, pleasurable, relationships, beauty, love is over the top. It's acting out of character. Why? Because this is what you want to seek in a person. You want this energy in your life. So this is what you want. This is what you're going to get. Because Pallas is going to say, this is the person I'm looking for. I want to seek whatever knowledge. You're going to go after that. If it's school that you want, that's what you want. You're going to get it. All right. It's aligning for you exactly where you need it to. Now, I had to take a sip for this one. Gemini. All right. Capricorn is your 8th house. Pluto is in Capricorn right now in retrograde. Pluto rules the 8th house. Okay. This is the house of sex, of deep emotional feelings, and where you're meant to face fears. It also speaks about depth. All right. It speaks about emotional depth, financial depth. It could be spiritual depth. It does have a lot to do with going into the psyche. All right, psychological issues. It does pertain to spirituality on a darker level. So if you have interest in like a cult, or if you want to be part of like an organized religious, community of people, this is where you're going to come into that energy. But Pluto is in retrograde reviewing your transformation. So that's what came out in your energy, a heavy transformational type of energy. All right. Sirius is here in Capricorn. So this is the asteroid of self-care, parenting, nurturing, agriculture. So it seems like throughout your transformation, you have to focus more so on your body, your temple, right? And then we'll see the first quarter moon that takes place on October 10th in Capricorn as well. So where your Libra energy is taking place in your fifth house, okay, with this new moon solar eclipse, whatever takes place here and whoever you touch base with from today on till the 10th or the 11th, whenever we have that, the 10th, when we have that first quarter moon in Capricorn, things are about to take off. It's about to get steamy. You're going to have some crazy sex. That's what I'm kind of feeling, all right? But let's be real. It's speaking about a transformation, all right? But Pluto being in this energy, it wants to bring that sexual drive out of you. This is what you're seeking. You're seeking passion. You're seeking fun. You're seeking love. You want partnership. You want somebody that matches your energy, and you want someone that's equally sexually attracted to you. Okay? So, Aquarius in your ninth house, there's nothing happening here. All right? Once Pluto heads direct, which will go October the 11th, the day after the first quarter moon in Capricorn, it will go direct in Capricorn, but then it's going to step into Aquarius again for the next 20 years or so. All right? When is that? November 19th. Okay? So it will stay in your ninth house and transforming your spirituality, higher learning, foreign travels. Maybe you're going to be associated to foreign people. Whatever this is, this is where you're meant to start expanding, pertaining to transformation, because Pluto is transformational, right? All right, let's see. Pisces in the 10th house, which is your career. All right, your public image, your professional aspirations, your divine masculine energy. This happens to be where Saturn is in retrograde at this time, which is the ruler of the 10th house. So whatever is being structured right now around you, pertaining to Neptune being in retrograde in Pisces as well, anything that seems to be an illusion, you're done. You're over it. You can see through the bullshit is what it is. If you're on the wrong path pertaining to career, and your reputation is fucked and your public image is fucked, that's it. You're fucked, okay? It's like Saturn is bringing structure in. It's disciplining you to make you more stern, to continue to focus more so on your accomplishments. So you have love on one hand and you've got career on another. That's changing here for you in a matter of months, okay? Because 2025 is going to be significant to what I'm about to speak to next, all right? Aries in your 11th house. And again, this is where your North Node energy is and where you're supposed to be heading towards your destiny, pertaining to communities of people and healing this core wound that you have, all right, with having to socialize and stepping into the future type of energy, because it's Aquarius is ruling home, all right? Now, what happens here is that it's not more so associated to you wanting to be out and about, showing face. This is your challenge, though. This is where you have to accept that transformation. Maybe you've been too much about business, thinking too much about the future, and you have not fully tapped into your love life just yet. All right? So whoever it is that you're kind of backing off from and holding a boundary with, that's the person you need to release in order for you to continue to push forward. All right? Full moon in Aries will happen October 17th, which is the same exact day that we're going to see the Venus step into Sagittarius. Sagittarius being your 7th house. And then we have here full moon in Aries being another fire element in your 11th house. This is saying that partnerships with communities of people is where you're going to find your lover. Does that make sense? I think it does. Okay. Venus will retrograde March 1st of 2025 in Aries in your 11th house. And it will retrograde up until April the 12th. All right, into Pisces. This is going to be the 11th house stepping back into your 10th house. You're going to be in between companions, groups of people, socializing, member of a group, and then heading back into career, back and forth. All right, it's kind of what it's giving here. In 2025, by the way, we have the North Node stepping into your 10th house. So your career is going to be the most significant. Maybe you're going to find a partnership in your career, all right, pertaining to what you love to do for work. Could be that way as well. Not just saying that this is romantically, but it's calling for you to call in romance at the same time that you're focusing on career. You got to pick one or the other, though, to have a start with. I'm feeling like it's giving you the opportunity now, because Venus is getting ready to step in October in the house of relationships, for you to tap into that energy real quick, find your person, and keep on pushing forward towards your career. Okay? Just saying. Taurus, 12th house energy. House of the unknown, subconscious, imagination, and inspiration. It speaks about retrograding here, all about how are you accepting change. Uranus is change. Taurus's energy is stubborn as shit. Okay? Again, we were speaking about your fixed houses being the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, and the 12th, right? So once again, you've got Taurus in your 12th. Nothing really happening right now in your 3rd house, because that's Aquarius for you. Sorry. Leo is where you're ending something. Scorpio is where you're focusing more so on work right now. Venus being in Scorpio. All right. And then we also have Aquarius's energy, nothing happening more so in the 9th. So the changes that are happening in your subconscious state is asking you, utilize your imagination and get creative, so that you can create change pertaining to what you want to see change in your chart. All right. I feel like you're trying to hide out, right? We saw the energy of the moon, very first thing that came out. You can't hide out if you're trying to ascend. In order for you to tap into what you hope, you dream, and you wish for, which we saw the star card, it's giving, hello, like, what you want is the energy of the sun, your happiness. But you've got to accept changes in order to step into that energy. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I know this one's a little shorter than the others, but I think it's more so basic for you and what transits are taking place here. All right, Gemini, you have Palace in Sag up until, let me give you a few details here. So Palace just stepped back into Sagittarius in your 7th house on September the 8th. Palace will stay there and move into Capricorn on November 30th. So this is going to be during Sagittarius season, and where you're going to experience some sort of change. And then that's going to have Palace step into more so what your transformation and learning more about that as well. All right, because it's wisdom and knowledge. Okay, and then we're going to have your new moon in Sag on December 1st. So there's a lot of shifts taking place, and this is all pertaining to, let's just say, we experienced a Mercury retrograde already twice this year in all air fire signs. So Aries was the first one, Leo was the second one. By the last one, it's going to happen in your 7th house in Sagittarius. All right. So we're going to see that as well. And that one takes place on November 25th. Now, what else is of significance for you? Jupiter is also the planet that has not gone retrograde yet. So that one will be there starting on the 9th of October up until, I think it's February 4th of 2025. It's a big deal there. All right. So with Jupiter retrograding in your 1st house, is of how are you presenting yourself out to other people? All right, big deal. And then everything else is more so going to start going direct. All right, Saturn and Neptune will go direct. Pluto will go direct. But we are going to see another Mercury retrograde, and it's going to happen in your house of relationships. So if it hasn't been that you release something as of right now, if it doesn't work out, Mercury retrograde is going to release you from somebody, and or someone from your past is going to return. That's normally how that works. Okay? That's what I've got for you guys for October 2024. I hope it resonates. Hit the like button. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.